Welcome back guys for the new video. Here I'm going to show you how to replace the brake shoe or brake pad on my Honda CR-V 2013. So I'm gonna show you how to kind of like look at what I'm gonna, how what the problem is, I guess. So this car started making some squeezy noise while driving. So I figured it's time to replace the brake pad, but I just didn't know exactly, or I know, but I want to show you how to even find out exactly what wheel, or at least the front or the back, has the issue, right? So I know I have replaced one of them in past. I did not know was it a front or back, and that's what I guess I'm going to show you. So I'm looking at the back right now, and then I'll show you the front, and I'll show you what to look for, so you know which one is more as a culprit here. So okay, so look here on the rotor, and the cool thing about these type of alloy wheel is that you can kind of see it without even removing the tire, right? So look at here. So you're looking at the rotor here. See how smooth it is. It's pretty smooth when you put your finger here. It's very smooth, very minor lines, but pretty smooth for most part, which means the brake pad is not really scrubbing too hard, or I guess I should say there's a little metal clip on the corner. I'll show you in a second. So those metal clips is not touching, and it's not going end of life yet. And also another cool thing is you can see the pad here from here. Look at that. I'll try to show here, but look at that. You can kind of see the brake pad right there. There's enough life left. So that is one evidence you can look for, that yes, you have enough pad left, you're good. And second is to look at these lines on your rotor itself. My rotor is pretty neat, which tells me it's good. Now, I know there's no problem on the rear side. Now I'm going to show you the front side. Again, I already removed the tire. Here you can see the CR-V tire is out. I know I already started working on a project, so I'm like, you know what, let me document it as I'm doing it, so I can maybe share this knowledge with the world about it. And again, this is the problem. And here, look at this rotor. I mean, notice these lines in the middle. I mean, this is normal. This is normal. Of course, it's a little dirty. But look at this line in the middle. Now, that is what making a squeezy noise. And of course, I was able to see from outside my rotor itself. Now, check out the rotor here. I mean, not rotor, sorry, the brake pad. Now, look at the brake pad here. It's very tiny. I mean, it's about, I don't know, 4 or 5 mm left. But again, look at like this. You see it? Now I'm going to show you a brand new pad, how the new pad looks like, so you kind of have a good idea. Now this is the new pad for my Honda CR-V. Now look at the old one. See it? It's very hard, but yeah, look at there. So you can see, I would say it's only 20-30% life left. Now what they do is, remember the pin I was talking about? Actually, this one don't have a long pin, but in some of the car I have seen the pins, like this metal pins, are like long, like 20-30% here. So when they kind of touches the end of life, they start making the squeezy noise as a signal. It might have something internal that I don't know, but this is what makes like a squeezy noise, and this is what makes its lines. So this is what you're looking for, right? So I'm just gonna and I'm gonna show you a quick trick, and I'll explain you, because I've seen some videos in past. And again, yeah, also about this jack, I don't have the nice, expensive one, so I just have workaround. I have this is the Honda CR-V one, this metal one. This is my own, so I'm kind of using both as to support. And I know I have the jack support too, but I think it's fine with 2 of them. But yeah, so when it comes to replacing the brake pads, of course you have to remove this brake caliper, right? But a lot of people, what they do is they remove the whole caliper out, and you don't need it. I mean, there's a simple trick. I'll explain you here. Let me move the camera this way. Okay, look at this on the back side. People remove this big screw which is holding this metal bracket, right? You don't need to remove that, because this is just holding the caliper in place. This little bolt, I mean, you just need to remove this assembly, because this is what holding the front brake pad and this on the back side. So if you remove this puppy out, you can easily put the new ones in and push it back in. And yes, you have to press the brake caliper back in, the piston I should say, or the caliper or piston, hydraulic caliper, hydraulic, I guess, I don't remember the exact term, but it's like a hydraulic piston or something, hydraulic piston, I guess. But yeah, you have to press it back in and then you can put the new pad in. So again, only you have to remove this screw and the one down there, and then this assembly will come out. You can put the new pad in and then put it back in without removing the entire brake caliper. That's a very nice secret. Again, I have been replacing brakes on my cars for the last, I would say, 10-12 years, and I learned this trick and I'm like, this is easy. You know, people, when I look up videos online, you know, people replace the whole thing. They open 4 or 5 screws, the whole thing comes out. I mean, you don't need to replace the whole thing. That's what I'm trying to kind of figure out. So anyway, I'm gonna put my phones on the side and I'll keep doing my work so you can kind of watch it, and I'll try to document as best as I can. So yeah, before I start anything, I would recommend, of course, using a WD-40 or any sort of like lubricant, so it's a little easier. I do think they'll come out easy, but also it doesn't hurt to, you know, just spray a little bit, so that way it's a little easier on you, so your life is not hell, right? So anyway, I'll just keep doing the work, and yeah, I'll just let you watch the whole thing here. Okay, I'm putting my gloves here, but yeah, let's see. So there you go. I think this is a better view. And I already have this wrench. Let's see. Oopsie, my mistake. I'm actually going the wrong side. Which explains why it's giving me a hard time. Yep, it needs to go. But yeah, guys, make sure you pay attention. There you go. It wasn't too hard. The problem was I was going the wrong way, which is my fault, clearly. But yeah, you remove this bolt. Look at that. It's already coming out easy peasy. There you go. One out. And now the same on the other side. Let me make sure I do the right way. There you go. Easy peasy. Actually, it's very easy. I mean, it was far more easier than I guess I thought. And here's the second bolt. Now, this is all, guys. Now, simply you should be able to just remove this caliper out. Now, hopefully I can show you. Look at it. It's already shaking. Again, you don't need to remove this bracket. Don't remove this one. It's way more extra work. This big bolt, you don't need to remove all of that. I have done this mistake in past, and that is why I'm documenting this video. But look at that. Here is the brake caliper out, and here you can see this piston. This is what you have to press back, but it's basically out, and your pads are free at this point. Let me maybe put it here. Yeah, so the cool thing is, I mean, the good thing is just put this puppy somewhere, just hang it somewhere. I don't have a wire, but you know, hang it somewhere. Look at that. Just make sure this pins. Yeah, I don't want to put the weight here, but let's see. There you go. This is good. All right, look at the guys. How easy is that to remove the brake caliper? And of course, if you go outside, these guys gonna charge you, I don't know, $400, $300 for these. Yep, look at the life. Yep, so all the lines, of course, it chewed up. Oh, this is it. This is what I was saying earlier. Look at that. This is the pin I was saying. I didn't see on that side, but yeah, this is the pin I'm talking about. See, on the brake caliper they put these pins, and this is what touches to your caliper to make squeezy noise. So see, when it's grinding, let me show you the new one. There you go. This is what I'm saying. Look at that. You see, side by side. Now this pin is here. Now here it reached to this pin. As soon as it reaches here, it makes squeezy noise because it's touching here. It's a sign that, hey, replace your brake caliper before it's too late. And yes, it's the time to replace it now. I mean, you can see it live, you know, side by side. Look at that. It clearly. But yeah, so just pay attention here. The pin one, the one that has a pin, goes on the back side. One without the pin goes on the front. So yeah. And I'll show you the two side by side. So, you know, you can kind of see, look at that. New versus old. Look at that. Night versus day different. I mean, look at that clearly. This is what makes the noise, guys. Hope that kind of clarifies the doubt. And I'm also not just showing how to, you know, replace it, but I'm also trying to document on how to even, you know, figure out how to, like, you know, what to look for, or I guess, in other words, this is how you demonstrate. This is how you, I mean, I don't know, but yeah, this is what you're looking for. Clearly. Okay. All right, guys, we are ready to put these pads back. So again, this pin one goes on the back. A lot of people would grease and stuff here. I mean, you can, but honestly, it's under pressure. I don't worry too much, but I guess, you know, it's not a bad idea to put some grease right here. Yeah, I guess I'll put some grease. You know, I mean, you can see here, they're pretty clean. Yeah. You know what, I would pass the grease because they really presses down by the piston, so it's not something, yeah, as long as they're clean, they're not rusty and stuff, I wouldn't worry too much about it. And yeah, the new box didn't came with it, so I think it's fine. It's not a big deal. I mean, you are most welcome to put it, but I think I'm gonna skip that. There you go. The new one is in. There you go. Now let me give you a good shot here. Now look at that. I mean, how much life it has left. I mean, I guess the new ones, but still, look, you see how much it's basically holding the, you look at that. That's a good shot of the brake pad. So yep, the only thing I have to do now is push down the caliper because it came out. And also a nice trick is, you know, because it's gonna push back the oil, so open the hood and you have to kind of lose that, yeah, so of course you open the front hood, you have to lose the brake fluid cap or remove it because it's gonna push back the oil. Hold on, let me put this thing back. Yep, so because it's going to rise the level, and this is the cap for your brake fluid. So you simply just lose it up. Yep, just lose it because it's going to rise the level. So here you can see the level right now, right here. So when I push the caliper back, it's going to push the oil inside, backward. Which also explains why in the first place you have to add the brake fluid. Yeah, I don't think I can do with the hand, but I have seen some in the past. Let's see if I can do with my hand first. Yeah, not really. So yeah, I need like a C clamp or D clamp, what they call, in order to push it. So let me get that puppy. Let's see. Alright, this is the D clamp. Yeah, this is what I'm using, guys. I know it's a little big, but hey, it works, so, yep. Yep, like that. Also, one thing I would mention here, when you start pushing it backward, make sure you do it slow. You don't want to go too fast. Just do very, very slow and let it take its time. You don't want to push it too much, but yeah, let's see. There you go. Yep, that was just the rubber, but there you go. Mostly in. That's it. That should be good. There you go. Now let's see if it fits there. Otherwise, I'll push a little more, but I think it's in for most part. Yeah, it's not going in. I'll push a little bit more. Let's see if I can do it with my hand. No. Yep, it's actually all the way in. I can feel that hit on the back. So it's actually officially all the way in. There you go. You can see how flushed it is now. Now it definitely should go. And make sure this pipe is not twisted. But there you go, guys. It fits in there. Now I'm going to put that pin back on. Those two pins. Remember, these pins were right in there. So there are already holes in there, marking or so. You just put that pins in there. See, if you look at it, these pins are also designed to kind of act as a, spring. They kind of pushes them backward, which is good. So look at it, it's already going backward itself. Okay, it's in. We have to hold it in because it keeps flying because of these springs. We just have to carefully push the caliper in. There you go, guys. Puppy is in. Let's put the screws back in. Okay, don't over tighten because they can break. I'm just tightening enough. Yep, that's good. I don't want to tighten it too much. Yep, that's good, guys. But yeah, you can clearly see that was all. Looks like we did it. Look at the new brake pad in there. And I'll show you the fluid level. Yep, look at that. Fluid level here, before it was like right below the max, and now it's like right in the middle where the max is. So yes, it did went up, as you can see. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but it did went up. So I have to do on the other side as well, but this side is done, which actually went pretty smooth in my opinion. All right, let's make sure everything looks good here. Yep, it's good. Push the thing back. But yeah, I did it. Oh wait, it's not supposed to be. Yeah guys, I'll let you guys go. I have to do the same thing on the other side, but you kind of see the process, so I don't want to repeat it. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you think you learned something from my video, do like, share and subscribe so I can create more videos and help motivate my channel. But yeah, thank you so much. I will see you in the next video or so. Have a peace out, guys.